If you look at the setup of the defense, how would you just attack it as a team if you're all knowing spectator perspective? I mean, if you're all knowing, you would just never miss throw and you'd always make the right call, right? But oh my god, that is a nasty pre-fire. Looking at this round, for example, there's a couple ways to approach it, right? You gotta roam clear the roamers, then do verticality, then execute. Like that's like the 1, 2, 3. Every single round in Siege has 3 steps. Step 1 is going to be map control / roam clear. That's what they're doing right now. Step 2 is then going to be setup. So verticality, deny certain player positions that are important. And then step 3, that's a nice shot as well from Mowgli, it's going to be execute, which is, you go for the plant. So right now we're in step 1. It just ended. Roam clear. It was a 2-for-2 trade. No one comes out ahead. I would argue with the operators that survived, the attackers actually won the roam clear. They lost Jackal and Nook, but they keep the Heartbreach and they keep the vertical player and operator, vertical operator and Buck. So for a 2-for-2 trade, attackers come out ahead. Now, they're not ahead by much. I would say it's like a 60-40, right? It's not like a massive lead. Had Buck and Hibana died, but Jackal and Nook are alive, defenders, they win that trade because they have then killed the only Heartbreach operator and the only vertical operator because Jackal doesn't really count despite having a secondary shotgun if he chooses it. So now we're in stage 2, setup. Do the verticality, deny important player positions, scout out the bomb site, and choose where to attack. Step 3 will happen in 20-30 seconds from now. That's when they're going to drop the hatch, flashbang down, and execute. I say drop the hatch because it's the only choice they have. 45 seconds left. They cannot take Bakery. They cannot clear VIP. No self-destruction, maybe besides a Gun 6. They are forced to drop down this hatch with 2 members. Third guy stays above, and they got to pray that either A, wolves they fuck up, or 2, they win their gunfights. And here we go. It's been 20-30 seconds. We're executing. That kill right there basically ends the round. Sorry, I just paused on accident. Because now it's 2v2, you can't plant. One guy has to cover 2 angles, so if they can push them both at the same time, I mean, Rise should probably be freezer in this scenario, you see? But they're going from the same position, they can play the 1v2, and it depends if Neo can cover it or not, then they win. If he can't, they lose the round. Boom. Right? Word for word. Everything that we said happened. Now, if Rise had flank freezer, I feel like it's a safer position, because like the Gridlock has to fight 180-degree flicks. But you can also go from the same position like they did and just fight it out, which I think is way riskier, but it worked out.
Of course, people retake it afterwards. But
so it's very logical how you break down rounds in Siege, because Siege is very, for the most part, it's very premeditated. Like, I knew I was also going to do that round because it's what I would do. And I knew what they would do and what I would do because it's the only option they had. They simply could not go VIP, and they simply could not go Bakery because they only had 40 seconds left during the stage 2, aka the setup. Had they had 1 minute and 30 seconds left, which is normally the pace that you're going for on a good roam clear with 4 people alive, they could have definitely gone either Bakery or VIP. So we always have this like checklist when we go through rounds, and utility matters. Can you clear the shield? Can you not? How much time do you have? Because you gotta clear out a big area, you gotta drone, take it slow, breach a wall, whatever. And thirdly, it's just simply like, what's the possibility or viability of a given strat? Like, if you go Bakery, what are the odds of you winning the round versus losing the round? Because every single thing that you do in Siege, at least from my side at a high level, every single thing has a risk factor. Mowgli spawn peeking, what's the odds of it working out versus him dying? Rice jumping out, what's the odds of it working out or failing? Wolves just got a double spawn peak with 3 people committing to it, and the round is over. They have literally just won the round. Sledge and Ana gone. That's 4 out of 6 grenades. Now in them, they have one choice. So that's what I was doing it right now. Aggress off pace and try and get a kill or 2 back. It's the only way back into this. But Wolves equally, they're playing giga fucking passive because they know they got a massive advantage. They don't need to hold piano. They don't need to hold cigar. They can literally jerk off in cocktail and bomb site and just hold the crossfire. And the only way they lose this round is if Solotov gets past the cameras with the gadget and somehow kills 3 people. And then it's over. Thank you, Beastie Mode.
For the ability to recharge as the drones and Nomad are up on the top floor trying to provide some support. That's it. P4. He's going to rotate his way up.
How much is the difference setups at the beginning of what? Also the attacks? Attacks are usually default, right? Every single team will have like their go-to way of attack in top floor, first floor, basement. This bench is going to fuck him. Oh, nice shots. And then like certain things will change your course of action. Like, is there a camera? Is there information? How hard are they holding top floor? Are they playing mirror? And then you will change your, you'll alter your approach based off that, or attack a repick ideally during the drone phase. So it depends. Mostly it's just like the details change. Like the macro stays the same. Your objective is the same. Take top floor control, right? But the micro, how you take top floor might change. So the micro is very adaptable. The macro normally stays very similar.
Uses just some time wasted. Grenade about to be tossed in.
Elite skins are banned in Pro League Story because they're pay to win. Like Elite Twitch, the drone blends into the floor because it's brown. So you're not allowed to use Elite skins ever. GG's! It's a very fast game, as kind of as expected. It's like one of the best teams in the world, or in EUL at least, against MNM, who's still finding their way. And they play, attackers, like a very good attack inside Cafe, where MNM they had to get at least 3 or 4 defensive rounds. But yeah, Wolves, BDS, and Heroic, and Rogue are like the top 4 teams in the EUL, I would say right now, just looking at how they're playing. BDS likely might be the best team in Europe right now, if they can keep playing like this, like Brede playing more flicks, Liquefact keeping up the performance. And then Rogue, they're also back on pace today. It looked a lot better, for sure. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Howard, for the 28. Define the meta post LMG meta. The current meta is what I would argue like very, very aggressive. It favors like individual mechanical skill, and it favors it's pretty flexible. Like it's pretty forgiving. You can play flex on attack, you can play flex on defense, you can literally play 5 gunner defenders and no shotguns if you want to, like they did in NAL with impacts. You can also play a very strategical turtle setup. Normally right now in defense, you want to extend and roam on almost every single defense and try and kill them on the roam game and fall back, like Rose did the first round with spawn peaks. And then on attack, it's about, like, how many operators can you flex, how comfortable are you, and how's your problem solving. Like, getting into the building, like entry droning and entry fragging is very important, I would say. Who's the 4th? It's like BDS, Heroic, Rogue, and Wolves. I don't know in what order. I'd probably say BDS, Wolves, Rogue, Heroic. It's like, right now, it's like BDS is the best, then Wolves, then Rogue, then Heroic. But this could swap, and then like Rogue could also swap at BDS. So it could be Wolves first, Rogue second, BDS third. I think Heroic's gonna stay 4th or lower. I don't think Heroic's gonna, personally, I don't think that Heroic's gonna be higher than 4th place this stage. I don't like their current roster personally. I just don't see it. I don't. They also need more time together, of course, with the roster. But I think Heroic's the highest performance they can get, in my opinion, is like 4th/3rd. Like they're not breaking top 2, I don't think. I think that would be like kind of ridiculous, actually. That would be like, it would be impressive, but it would be unexpected. Outsiders are better than Heroic? I don't know about that. Outsiders are getting better, for sure. But Outsiders in a best of 3, I think will also struggle more than Heroic would. Map pool wise and everything else. I think so. Again, we don't really know. We can't say for sure. Pros don't really play Ella, Devious. They don't really play Ella. And half of them play shotgun. Attachment's down to personal preference. It really is.